I've worked with over 2,000 business clients, and there's three offers I found out that work and get sales online. It doesn't matter which industry you're in. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you what are those top three offers so that you can implement them into your business and start getting sales online as well. Awesome, guys. So welcome back to another video. Like I mentioned, I worked with about 2,000 clients over 2 years, and I help them, get sales online and get more customers. And there's three offers that keep coming up repeatedly that do really well for my clients. And I've noticed this, right? So I work with about 100 clients a month, and what worked like a year ago and what worked now is different. But what I can tell you is right now what's working. These are the three offers, okay? And it does not matter which business you're in. I've probably seen any business online or every business online, and it works, right? You just have to keep in mind that you have to make these three offers, right? And it's worked, right? It's worked for over 2,000 clients. So yeah, it's definitely going to work for you. So I'll share them with you in this video what it is, okay? So let's start off with the first one. Okay, so the first is an online event, and how it works is you create an event online to get customers to come to you online. And it could be an event that is for free, or it could be paid, right? Both work really well, but the way to organize it is a bit different. But right now, I'm just explaining the structure, right? So you do an online event. So this type of event, it's called a seminar. And this seminar, this is where you teach people. You teach them a certain thing that they're struggling with. For example, let's say someone is struggling to learn Spanish, right? And they're not good, or they've tried to go through school and they haven't been able to succeed, right? Maybe you have a certain way of being able to learn Spanish in a very short amount of time, right? Let's say like 30 days, right? And someone spent 2 years, you can teach them in 30 days. That is a really good deal. So online, right, in a seminar, you're supposed to explain to them or teach them how they can do the same thing, right? Maybe you've helped yourself or you've helped other people, but how can you tell this new person here, right? So the goal is to get them to attend, and you do a webinar, right? It could be 30 minutes, it could be an hour and a half, it depends, right? But the main thing you want to be able to teach in the webinar, remember, it's not the how, it's the what. So when you try to teach someone the how is kind of boring. So most people don't buy boring stuff. They buy stuff that's fun, that's entertaining. So you always want to sell the what, like what is the result? Being able to learn Spanish in 30 days, right? Like that is like the motivation or the goal, right? To be able to do it within that time frame. But you want to add a bit more layer to it, right? Like, does that mean they're gonna spend like 5 hours a day, right, trying to do this? Like, so you have to explain that too, right? So you have to really explain the offer really well, and then make it something that's easy to do, right? Or simple to do. Sometimes it's not easy, but it's simple to do. Okay, and you only sell the how once someone purchases from you. And it's super important you do that, because if you try to teach online, it gets boring, and people don't take action when they're bored. They take action when you've motivated them, when they're focused, when they have good energy, when they feel great. So that's why in the marketing, right, or in the webinar, you want to make sure you focus on the what, not the how. The how, you sell that to people, and people who are ready to learn, then they'll give you more time. Even though they have low energy and they're bored, they know it's important, so they'll give you that commitment to go through and finish, that product, and consume that product and finish it, so that they can achieve that result. So super important info, so hope that helps, and let's get on to the second thing. Okay, now the second thing that you can teach online as an online event is a workshop. So for example, let's say you have a studio for yoga and you're having a hard time getting people to come into your business. So what you could do is you can do a workshop online to get people to experience your service, right, and see the benefit. And not everyone can drive to your studio, or they don't know who you are or what you have inside, right? What you can do is allow them to experience a session online through maybe like a Zoom, right? And then from there, right, they'll get the desire, they'll connect with you, they'll like the experience, and they'll be more open to, you know, coming into the studio, right? So you can start off with that, and you just, you know, a very small Zoom session, right? Like 30 minutes, right? Just one session, just to give them that taste, right? So that is an example of a second type of online event, which is like a workshop. So that was the second thing, and let's talk about the third one. The third type of online event you can do is, so the first one we talked about was like one to many, right? You have like one person teaching or explaining to a group of people. And then the second workshop was also like one person, one expert, you know, teaching to a group. Now the third one is where you can do like a group teaching a group. So it's called speakers to the audience, right? So you can get a bunch of experts to come together and teach people about a certain topic. So let's say you're in real estate and you want someone to you know, buy your coaching program, right? Let's say you want to teach people how to buy a property, right? And so you can get a lot of people who are experts in real estate to come together and like provide information about how the real estate market is doing right now, so that people can get inspired that if they buy the real estate property now, they can make profit. And you can get a lot of these experts, right, in all these different areas. So let's say you're in Florida, right, and you can get people from Florida, right, who are doing real estate right now. So you can get like a real estate agent, you can get someone in residential and commercial, all these different, you know, fields, and they can talk about how the industry is doing. That way, that can build trust with the audience, and then you can inspire them, right, to make profit, right? Because that's the only reason people get into business, to make a profit, right? So if you can tell them, hey, if you invest in this, you'll be able to make a profit, and maybe someone's looking for like a passive income, so you can explain to them, hey, if you invest in this, this is how I am making passive income, and so are these like 20 other people, and you can do the same. Okay, and that was the third thing. Now I just want to be able to explain, like, through this online event, right? I gave you 3 different examples, 3 different types. Now the goal of an online event, right, there's certain things you need to do in order to get people interested into buying or getting the online sale. The first thing is you need to show that you are an expert, right? So you need to provide knowledge, or you need to be able to show that you're connected with these people who have the knowledge, so that way they can buy something from you to get that experience or result they're looking for. So that's the first thing. The second thing, you need to build trust with them, right? So you know, they say you buy from people that you know, like, and trust, right? So the goal of this online event, right, is to build that trust, to get them to know you, get them to like you, and so you're moving them closer to the transaction, right? And so the more comfortable they feel, right, with everything they've learned from you, right, who else are they going to go to now once they are ready to purchase, right? They're going to go to you, right? So you have to build that trust, okay? So that's the second thing. The third thing is you need to be able to provide a lot of value, right? So you need to show that you know more about this topic than even they know, right? So maybe they're a beginner, right? So you need to show them, like, you know, these are all the steps. This is a procedure from A to Z. This is all the things that you have to do. So organize the information for them so it's easy to consume, and make it like actionable. Hey, if you do these, you know, 5 things, this is how you'll be able to get the result. So make it a very easy step-by-step process for them as well. And then the last thing would be just make sure you are inspiring them, right? When you want to inspire someone, right, you want to talk about things that are cool, fun, you know, talk about the results they're going to get in their life that they can be living, instead of just talking about, hey, like, you know, this is boring stuff, right? So you want to make sure it's entertaining, because especially social media is super fun, super entertaining. So you have to make it fun in order to get them to purchase online. The second thing that is selling super well with my clients is selling a course. Now, when you think of a course, right, like, you might think it's a lot of work to be able to, you know, record the videos. Well, actually, before recording, you have to like research the idea, you have to script it, then record it, then edit it, and then, you know, organize all the different sections and, you know, fulfillment. It's a huge task, right? But the way I like to teach it is, like, I don't even make the course. I teach people live, and then they give me feedback. It allows me to make the course while I'm teaching them. And I only make like a portion of it, right? I teach it to them, I ask them for feedback, they give me the feedback, and then I make it. So it's a really good way, you know, the clients, they love that because they get hands-on experience, where they don't get that one-on-one experience, right? If you just gave them a course and told them to watch these recorded videos. So they love it. They get that one-on-one experience with you. It's live. They can ask questions, and if there's any confusion, you can go back and, you can make sure to, when you are recording the videos, you make sure to cover those topics. So, yeah, so that's my way of how I am able to sell a course without actually making the full thing. And the really good thing is it sells really well, right? And so let me explain to you how and why people buy a course online and how that can really help you get more customers, but more importantly, get you a lot more sales. Okay, so let me give you an example of what type of course you can sell. So let's say you are a trainer of basketball, right? And you want to get more people into your facility so you can train them how to be better playing basketball, right? And so let's say you have like a local area, right? So what you could do is you can create a video, right? A video course which explains how to do certain things in basketball that allows you to become, better. So that doesn't mean you teach them, everything about basketball, right? Because there are certain things you can do on video, or you can teach them on video, and obviously they'll improve their skill set, but it's just not enough for them just to watch videos. They need someone one-on-one in the gym, right, to help them get to that next level. And not everyone is ready to get to that next level. There's some people who are, more serious, and some people who just want to do it for fun. So, but the cool thing is you have this digital asset online that allows you to qualify people to actually see if they're serious or not, right? So you create, videos explaining them, for example, how to dribble, how to shoot, how to run, how to carry the ball, all these different types of exercises, right? Maybe you can, even teach them exercises, how to make your arms a bit stronger so you can carry the ball better, right? How to maybe, look on the side when you're like, with your team to know how to pass. So all these different techniques, right? You can record videos in the gym, and then you can sell this online. And this has been doing really well, right? A digital course has been doing really well. So the goal is to teach them, help them get from point A to point B, right? It's kind of hard to get someone from point A to point Z in this example, right? Because you need the hands-on experience. There's obviously no way you can compare online experience to in-person experience. So the person who wants better results, right, after they've gone through the course, they've had really good results, they like the person, they know the person now, right, and now they want more results, right? They trust him because they were able to get them from point A to point B. Now, right, when they're ready to get to the next level, the next thing they'll be reaching out, to that expert to get, better training for basketball. Awesome. So they purchased your course, and it was a small win, right? And now they are inspired to work with you. That's great, right? That was the goal of that course. And so, what is the pricing you should be charging for this course? So I've seen people sell courses for $7, and I've seen people sell courses for $97. There's even people that have sold a course for like $147 and higher, but that just keep in mind, the higher you go over $100, the more, the harder it is to sell because people don't know you yet, right? So that's why if you want to sell a course, try to stay within that range from $7 to $97. It's a small commitment, right? So people pay that, they believe you, they trust you, they like you. From there, then you can upgrade them to the higher level once they're ready. So that's the price range for the courses. Now the third thing are challenges, okay? So we did first an online event, then we did a course, and then we did a challenges. So challenges are pretty cool. So you have a 1-day challenge, you have a 2-day challenge, you have a 5-day challenge, you have a 7-day challenge, you have a weekday challenge, you have a weekend challenge. There's a lot of types of challenges you can do. And once again, the goal of the challenge is to inspire them to take action. And obviously you want to be teaching them stuff, but not the boring stuff. You want to teach them the fun stuff. And you want to get them from point A to point B to point C, D, E, maybe all the way until F, right? But if they want to get to Z, okay, then that is when they could work with you on one of your higher packages, right, to help them really get that result they're looking for. So yeah, so obviously if someone spends like 7 days with you, which is a very long time, they'll definitely know you, like you, and trust you, right? So the more time a customer can spend with you before coming to any of your high ticket programs, they're more likely to buy that, right? So you've built the trust, right? You have had a small win. Now, right, for the high ticket program, right, you don't have to do any hard selling, right? It's going to be, pretty easy. If they're looking for that result and they've had a good experience, more likely they're going to join you, right? It's not hard selling. So that's what the challenge is supposed to do. It's supposed to build that environment with them to believe in you and believe or get to know your business. So you see that 1 day challenge, right? So that is something that is maybe not as popular, and 7 days is not popular, but something that is popular is a 2 day challenge and a 5 day challenge. This is also really hard to implement. There's just so much that goes with challenges. 5 days, imagine that, right? You have to, like, let's say you're doing 2 hours every day, 2 hours for 5 days, that's 10 hours you have to put in your time. And you have to create a lot of different resources, for these challenges. So for example, you have to create slides, you have to create, worksheets for them to do after the challenge is done, right? So let's say Monday, you do a challenge from like 10 to 12, okay? And then you have to create slides for, those 2 hours. And then on top of that, once the challenge is over, for example, for Monday, you have to create some worksheets that they can do after the challenge. You have to do that for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's a lot of work. And then once the challenge is done, then you have to create a follow-up system to be able to get people now, for example, to book a call with you, and get on a call with you to upgrade to any of your higher ticket programs. So challenges for pricing now. So you can do free challenges, you can do $7 challenges, you can even do $47 or $97 challenges. The higher price that you charge, you're gonna get less people, but you're gonna get quality people. Okay, so that's super important. And then for free challenges, you'll get a lot more people, but less quality. So you want to be able to measure if you're looking for quality leads or if you're looking for just a lot of, just a lot of eyeballs and a lot of audience, and then you'll worry about the leads after, right? So if you want a lot of leads, you do free. If you want quality leads, you do paid, okay? So those were the top 3 offers. You have online event, you have course, and you have challenges. So out of those 3, these were the top 3 winners from the 2,000 clients that I've coached. And I've been able to tell them, hey, try this, try that. And from all the businesses that I've seen, and I've seen a lot, these were the top 3 winners, right? And especially in the last 6 months, these have been doing really well. And out of all 3, which one is the easiest for you? It's going to depend on your business and your lifestyle, your goals, how you want to do the fulfillment. So it matters a lot depending on you and your type of business. But the one that I've noticed that, that it's easy to implement, or I've created a process where it's very easy for my clients to implement, is a course, right? And like I was explaining earlier, right, if you just remember that the process I have allows you to be able to sell a course, without having everything done, which is really good, right? And a lot of my clients are seeing success with that. So out of these 3, I would pick a course, I would sell it online, and then I would get clients on the call, and then I would pitch a higher ticket program. So there you go, guys. Those are the top 3 selling offers. So if you have a business and you want to get sales online, and you want to get more customers, these are the top 3 ways of doing it that's working right now. So if you implement this into your business, it's going to really increase your business growth. So make sure go ahead and implement that. If you have any questions, make sure to post them in the comments below. You can follow me on Instagram, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.